Hello and welcome to List Realty's rental lead form video. This will explain how to take a lead from either a call or your lead in your CRM and fill in all the proper information to pre-qualify the client properly, okay, and then move them through the system. Okay, so we've created a very simple system. You will each be assigned your own lead form. Once you fill out your lead form and hit the send button, the information will go to your email for processing. So here we're going to do a test client, okay? So it's going to be John Smith. So we're going to pretend we're having a conversation with John Smith. They just called on a property and they're looking for 123 Main Street. So the conversation will go something like this. Hello, thank you for calling List Realty. This is Ben. How can I help you? Yeah, hi, I'm looking at a property online, 123 Main Street. I'd like some more information on it. You're going to say, okay, no problem. I can take a look at that for you. You're going to put in the information right here so you have it handy. Okay, and then you're going to proceed to go to the MLS and look at that information. You're going to let them know whether it is available or not available. Okay, so if it's not available, I'm sorry, that property did go pending about 3 days ago. It looks like it was on the market for about a week. Things are moving very fast, but it's okay. We'll be happy to send you more properties like that, and et cetera, et cetera. You can find all of that information on a different video of how to pre-qualify a client. So this is specifically to use this particular form and go through the system. So we're not going to really take a lot of time on actually the pre-qual. We're just going to kind of go through the form itself. So the client's got the address, okay, and then so you've decided whether it's available or not available, and now you're going to ask them the additional questions that all the landlords are going to need in order for us to know whether this particular property works for them, and also how to create a search for them according to their criteria for other properties in order to show them. So today's date is the 11th. Okay, so we're going to ask the price range of the property. Well, we know the price range of the property, okay? The price of the property. So now we're going to ask them the price range, okay? So this is where you're going to put something along the lines of 14 to 1600. If the property was let's say 1500 and they tell you that the max is 1500, always add $100, okay? So that's basically, you know, the general rule of thumb. Okay, some have free cable or something that water included that they might be willing to pay a little bit more for. Very important in this very aggressive rental market. We suggest full price or above on all units. Full price or above. $25 above full price will put you in the front of the line in most cases. Okay, that's a great way to add. To get a little extra chance at getting that deal done. Okay, so we're going to say it's a two-bedroom, one bath. Okay, cities of interest, we're going to be asking them. What areas they're interested in. So this property might be in Hollywood. So if they're in Hollywood, we'll probably give them the surrounding areas also. But you'll understand in the video that I'm going to be doing or have done separately, that is just specific to this sheet. It goes into much more detail. Okay, so we'll put Hollywood and Dania, for instance, Miramar, and you see that it remembers that I've done this, similarly before. Move-in date, very important, so we're just going to put 9/1 here, 2017. Okay, reason for moving, lease is up. Doesn't like the neighbor. That was one that I had in there before. Monthly income, very important that you ask them the combined total for those all responsible for the rent. Okay, so we're going to say that the combined income is, let's say, $4,500. Okay, so we're just making it easy. That would be three times this. Okay, move-in money. They have 3 months, and you can do it the way you want. You can put first last security, 3 months. You can put 4 grand, whatever you want in here, because this is your specific sheet for your information. But you do have to go through each of these to make sure that we're doing it the same way. All realtors are doing it the same way. It's really, really important. Okay, so you do you have pay stubs? Yes, they have pay stubs. Okay, if they don't have pay stubs, again, we're going into more detail in the other videos. Work history, 3 years at the current job, plumber, wife is a nurse. Okay, something along those lines. Rental history, 5 years at current place, moving, owner, selling, for instance. Okay, a little something like that. Credit, approximate credit scores. So you can say they have a 700. They might tell you good, bad, ugly. They don't know. They have no clue, whatever. You're going to just write it in here. Criminal, we're going to ask them if they have any felonies or misdemeanors or any issues. So right now we're just going to write no. Have you had any evictions? No. Pets and breed, we can say on this one, we'll say one dog. Uh, we'll say poodle. Okay, and we'll say it's 20 pounds or 15 pounds. Okay, so you'll know that when you do a search, you have to put in dog under 20 pounds. Okay, email, we're going to put 123 4 at List Realty. Okay, phone number 954 924 5454, which is our number. But that's going to be their number, obviously. Best days and times to see properties is very important now because you're going to try to set an appointment, even though the property might not be available, or if it is available. Either way, you're going to want to set an appointment, okay, and then send them out the properties if they need to, or go ahead and call and make that appointment for that one property. You always want to try to add a few more properties and see more than one. So best times, days and times. So afternoons after 5:30, let's say. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Would you like to make an appointment for tomorrow? Let's say at tomorrow is Friday. After 5:30, let's say, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send you the properties that match your criterias, and I'll also make the appointment on this particular property. Make sure we can get out there and see it. Yeah? Okay, terrific. So we're going to make the appointment day for 8 12, okay, 2017, and we're going to call it 5:30. All right, so that's going to help us, in the next part of this little video. Notes or anything here that, they might have told you would like you stay near the school, whatever it is, or no carpet, or something along those lines. Okay, and then any notes that you want to stick in here, and then you're going to hit send. Okay, so once you hit send, it's going to then get sent to your email. So now you have all the information you need on that client. You do the same thing on every single client so you don't miss any of this important information. And again, our other video was more comprehensive of going through each and every step and why we do it the way we do it. Okay, so now if you look and you check your email, you should have a lead sheet from John Smith, and there it is. You see it just came in, so we're going to look at the lead sheet from John Smith. It comes in a very nice, easy to read, simple system, okay, or format rather. Okay, so now you're just going to go into your drive, okay, and you are going to open up your deals section, okay, and I'm going to be me, okay, and I'm going to go into my rental pipeline, okay, and I'm going to add a deal. I'm going to go now add John Smith, okay, and his deal value is somewhere around $1,600, okay. The property address he called on was 123 Main Street, okay, which there actually is one here in Miramar. Okay, the phone number, again, you could toggle back and forth, okay, of this information, okay, just to get it. All right, but I know because I put in my information. Okay, and email, you check here, you go back, and you put 1234 Streal 2, whatever their email is, okay? So now you're going to save that client, okay? So now that client is in your rental pipeline right here in John Smith Deal. So now you're going to open up John Smith Deal quickly, and you're going to grab this information. You're going to copy it and you're going to put it into the notes section. You're going to hit it in the notes and you're going to hit save. And that's it. Now you have all of that person's information, okay, right here at your fingertips, okay? You can edit, you can see, you can take a look at it, okay? It's all right there, okay? So now what happens is now you're going to create a search for the client, for instance, and they're going to send it, and they're going to look at it, and then they're going to send you information back and say, hey, I want to see these 7 properties, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to grab all of this information, you're going to hit the edit, okay, and you're going to grab all of this information from this particular client, okay? Um, and you're going to go put it on your calendar. In this particular case, it's actually we set for Friday at 5:30. So even though I put the different date, but today's Friday, but we're pretending that tomorrow is Friday. So here you would go into your calendar, okay, and then you would just quickly paste all the information of that particular client into the description. Okay, and now it's here. Now you can easily grab their number, okay, and their email, for instance, and keep it up at the top. Okay, that's what we like to do, just to have it handy when we have it, okay, and you can save that slot. So now that slot is saved. John Smith, you have all of his information, okay, and then under here, um, you can just put a line, okay, and then here, so we had the conversation, we set up an appointment, so we set it up in the calendar and we're leaving it there. Now you've got the search information and they gave you the different properties that they want to go see. You're going to put the different properties here, and then our people are going to go ahead and make the appointments for you. So then it will look something like this, is what it should look like. So here's a client that is going out with Sandra. She'll be going out with them this morning in a few minutes, actually. So it has all the information right here, their phone number and their email. Here is the entire description so she can speak to the client out there and know what's happening with that client, making sure that she has all the information to have, make sure she's qualified for whatever property it is. And then see under here is the information for each of the listings. Okay, so she can click on this and take a look at, the full view, etc. Okay, so that's basically the way your lead form is going to work from start to finish. Okay, and so once you hit the send button, it clears it out. It's ready for the next client. So you use this when you have calls coming in or you have a new lead in your box. Okay, so let's say you have a new lead in your box that you haven't dealt with. You're going to click on it. Okay, give them a call. Okay, and then open up your lead box once they answer, and then you're going to start this. And you're going to do the process every time the same way. No scribbling on paper, no forgetting to ask them if they have a pet, and then being out there on the road and showing them properties that are not pet friendly and being embarrassed and wasting your time, or finding out they don't have the right move-in money, or they don't make enough money, or they have an eviction or something that is, makes you waste your time, your gas, your energy while you're out there. Do the work on the front end. Do these lead forms properly every time, and you'll for sure you will make money. You will do it. You will save yourself a lot of aggravation. You'll be able to parse out the clients that are you're not able to work with, and focus on the clients that do have the ability and desire to move. Thank you so much for watching this video, and good luck out there.